Consistency Pill Book Club. What's going on? This is the latest goodie drop. I'm going to share something from the book. Okay, and the book is coming out in 32 days. Super excited for that. It's going to be a big event on June 6th. Save on the calendar. And I'm going to have special bonuses. A lot of stuff on June 6th. I'm not going to announce them right now. You'd be amazed at this, what I'm going to be doing. Okay, really, really cool. It's going to be helping you all out. Freebies as well. Gifts. Okay, real tangible gifts that will help you out. And so stay tuned. We do have a virtual party as well, and we're going to be doing at least 2 different times of the day. So it doesn't matter whether you're in the U.S. or you're in Europe or you're in Middle East or you're in Asia. Hey, you can hop on. I made it flexible for you. So we're going to have a whole full day celebration on June 6th. Stay tuned for that. 32. By the way, 32 more days from now. By the way, for you and your friends, I'm doing more of these goodies. Send them to Consistency Pill, the book club. Have more people join part of the book club. I'll give you more announcements as we get closer. All right, today we're going to talk about what I'm going to be doing today. It's part of the book. It's something that's helped me stay consistent. Part of the 7-part system, 7-step system, and it's accountability. And I'll talk about different types of accountability. I'll give you a format to help you out. A lot of times I see accountability, and I'm talking about this different type of accountability. There is the mentor accountability, right, which you know. But by the way, you definitely need accountability because without accountability, we're human. We're just not going to stay consistent. And even if you're consistent in certain ways, you're not going to be performing at the peak high level. So I'll give you an example of what that means. I exercise 7 days a week, right? 6 days a week, I push myself exercise. 7 days, on the 7th day, I normally rest a little bit, but I still do steps. I make sure I get at least almost 1,000 active calories on my Apple Watch. I'm moving, right? By the way, this is accountability, right? I didn't even mean to talk about this, but the activity tracker, it tracks me every day. I got to do 1,000 active calories. It makes me walk on the baseball field. It makes me bike, whatever. So you need accountability if you want to get to the highest level, right? So I developed a habit to do that. But if you want to get it in, and I admit, sometimes my workouts are not the best. I don't push myself as hard. If you want to push yourself hard, you need that daily accountability where the person's right giving you instant feedback. I'll give you an example. It's like if I, for my bike ride, if I hired a coach to push me, if I went to the gym and had a trainer, my workout's going to be way, way, way better, right? So if you want to perform at an optimal level, you need that instant feedback. So a lot of times people, they do a presentation and they may be doing wrong things and they're not getting the feedback. They're just not getting results. So you're going to be stuck. You need a coach and someone to hold you accountable. Make sure you do that. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the person to hold me accountable. The reason I'm sharing it today, I would talk about, there's a lot of things in the book I want to share how this book came about. Was a big part of my success is my friend Dave. He's a CEO, owner of his own nutritional company, and he has been my accountability partner for the last 7 years, where we become friends. We met in the business, and then he's later on started his own company, and we still, every first Tuesday, it used to be the first Tuesday, and now it's become the first Thursday of the month, and I'm recording this, is May 5th on Thursday. It's our accountability call at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and we have not missed one call in 7 years. And it is so, so important. There have been times, I admit, I didn't want to do the call. I'm too busy. There's so many other things to do. But I always know I have to do that if I want to stay consistent, right? So you have different type of accountability partners. You have the day-to-day, all right? And then you also have the weekly. And for me, this is the monthly. Right? The higher level, the more successful people are. And the accountability could be a coach or upline, but it also could be like a mentor, but also could be like a friend that checks in with you. And this is the one I'm talking about, like Dave. Like he's not in my business. He's not in my profession where we do direct selling. He's totally doing something else. But we're friends. We hold each other accountable. All right. So here's a good format you can use. I'm going to share this. A lot of times people just chat. The reason why a lot of times accountability doesn't work is because one person is dominating the conversation, right? And when one person dominates that conversation, then it's like, all right, what did I get out of it, right? I just don't want to be people. Part of accountability is you got to vet and share. So if my friend Dave vents and shares, I'm giving advice. Afterwards, like, I'm spent. I'm exhausted, right? And by the way, when you do a training, right, anytime you're speaking, who is exhausted? The one who's giving, right? So like I'm giving right now. Afterwards, I'm using my energy. I'm using my physical energy, my mental energy, my concentration to do this video for you. How do I get feedback? Right? You get feedback when someone says, hey, you know what? How do I get feedback? Simon, I took action. I did this. Or this has been very helpful. And they're like, oh, I feel good. Mentally, I'm actually physiologically, I get better. I feel better. I'm not charged up. But when you're sharing, you're always pouring out, you're giving out energy. And so that's why if you're ever training a downline, training a team member, a lot of times the mistake is people just train, teach, but they get drained, right? And then the person doesn't do anything, you give them more drain. No, I just spent my time, the person did nothing. So you always want to, when you teach someone, make sure they give something back, right? Let them know, say, hey, message me back when you did this. And when they say, hey, I did this, they go, oh, wow, that feels good. Because they actually listened to your advice and did something. Right? Because if you're just giving, you'll be exhausted. And after a while, you never want to work with that person again. Okay, so anyway, that's a little coaching tip for you. If you're mentoring or coaching someone, you always want them to feed you back that what they did. And by the way, if you're working with someone and they don't do anything after a while, then you probably don't work with them. Because you can't just give and nothing comes back. Because you become mentally drained and that distracts you from working on the income producing activities like the DMO. Right? By the way, the DMO, if you don't have a copy of this cheat sheet, type in DMO. This is a list of income producing activities you need to do. So if they drain you, you're going to have no energy to do that DMO. You have no energy to do your presentations and run your business. So make sure that person feeds back. So, by the way, I've done this also with coaching clients, right? Where I am giving, and they don't take action. And afterwards, I don't want to work with them anymore. We just stop, right? Because it's draining me and it's preventing me from helping others. So, that was a little tangent. But getting back to what I was talking about is when you are, why a lot of accountability calls don't work for a long time is one person just talk, and the other person just giving, right? One person's venting, asking, picking the brain, other person's giving. So afterwards, the person's like, I just gave everything, but what about me? I need help too, right? So here's a good format. If it's once a month, right? Once a month, I normally we do a 1 hour call. Now, if you're doing a once a week, it could be much shorter. It could be a 10-minute call, 50. Doing daily, it could be a 5-minute call. If you're doing weekly, 10, 15 minutes. But we do monthly. It's an hour call. And my friend Dave I normally go first. I get 30 minutes where I'm sharing and venting. I talk, oh, I can't believe this is not working. Oh, I need help with this. Basically the format is you give some value, talk about something that's helped out. So for example, I just read a good book about decision making, Decisive, by Heath Brothers, Dan and Chip Heath. I'm going to be sharing that, what I learned, something about loss aversion. I realized something that I had was holding me back. I shared something I learned, and then I give updates about my business, and then anything I need help with or I want to talk about, I bring it up. And the important thing is, it's got to be under 30 minutes. I only have 30 minutes of time, right? And then after the 30 minutes, then it's all Dave's time. Dave gets the 30 minutes where he shares something that's helped him. She gives updates. And also he talks about things in his company, what's going on in his personal life. We talk about spiritual things as well, personal spiritual things. All that jammed out in 30 minutes, right? And the whole total call is 1 hour, and we stop exactly at the hour. We don't let it go long, right? Because you got to have the discipline. When it goes long, here's another problem of accountability. The goal goes long, and then afterwards, let's say I talk for an hour and a half, then next time I don't feel like talking to him anymore. Right? You got to have structure. And the more you do this with successful people, they're all very busy. I've got another stuff to do, project. He's got another call. And we're out of here. We end at exactly 1 hour. All right? So anyway, that's a template that's helpful. You can apply that. Definitely you need accountability. It could be daily, the mentor that gives you instant feedback. You can go weekly. You can find someone cross-line if you're stuck with someone that's not even in your business or someone that's not even in your industry, like once a month. Right, accountability for me. That's just one of them, by the way. It's just one of my accountability partners. Right, one of them, Dave. But he's the one that I've been doing for the longest, for 7 years, and I never miss it. And I'm excited for today. I got a lot of exciting updates for him to share. Interested to see what he says. I'm interested to see what's going on in his business. It inspires me to keep going. But the format is you share or give value, give updates, and then you ask for help. And everyone gets equal time. All right, hope that's helpful, and that's basically how helped me make the book happen, The Consistency Pill. All right, he constantly asked me about the marketing, was pushing, and especially at the beginning, it needed a lot of it because I felt I had to report back to him. And for a while, the book was stuck. And I thought, oh, I have nothing to read. I can't believe a month went by because time goes by so fast. I have nothing. And that made me feel guilty. And that pushed me to get the book done. All right, everyone. That's our goodie. If you like this, drop in comments. Let me know how you plan to take action. Remember, I pour it out. I want you to give back. Write in comment what's one thing you plan to do. Whether it's like a daily accountability, a coach, someone to mentor you, a weekly, or someone monthly. It could be in your spiritual life, your marriage, in your business. What do you plan? Drop in the comments so we can continue the conversation. And for everyone else, it's again 32 days into the book launch. For your friends, send them to consistencypill.com. We got more of these goodies and lessons coming up that you can apply. Hey everyone, God bless. Go take action and go out there and have a positive impact on someone's life. Take care.